good output. The main use case that I have for Claude is that I want it to understand my brand voice, right? And really, Claude's really good. What you can do is, once again, you can just go to YouTube. Let's say you go to my channel, you can get the transcript of a couple of my videos. Let's say you get the transcript for this. Let's say you get a transcript for this video. Here, you can just copy the transcript. Oh, no, you can just copy the transcript and you can put it in here. You can copy the transcript for a couple of videos here. And you just want to feed it examples of videos that you've written. And if you don't already have scripts that you've written, right, and you're like starting a completely new channel, if you have PDFs, if you have newsletters that you've written, that's also good to like feed it. And then you want to ask it to analyze your brand voice, right? So here I've fed it 3 transcripts. Then you just want to be able to talk to it, right? The best thing that you can do is, you want to give it specific information, right? Specific actions on what to do. And then you also want to give it certain parameters, right? So like parameters would be like, hey, right, in the 5th grade reading level, use simple language, stuff like that, so that it can kind of know what to do. Or hey, give me the output in this format, right? So that it knows exactly what to do. Number one use case that I use it for is the brand voice, right? So you want to use it to extract the brand voice. So that way, when I give it another topic, it'll actually understand the brand voice and it'll be able to write it in that. So let's say you give it this, right? It's like, hey, I want you to extract a JSON profile. So JSON profile, basically it's a way of storing data, right? So this is an easy way. You can just get a document with the exact JSON profile and it will extract the brand voice. And this is something that you can feed back to Claude and it'll immediately know my brand voice. So I want you to extract the brand JSON profile for my specific script writing style, right? I want you to read the transcripts of my following YouTube videos and extract the JSON profile for my brand voice, specific words that I use, my tone, style, way of writing, sentence lengths, storytelling style. I just want to give it a couple parameters. I want to have this as a document so that I can give you a topic and I can write a script in my style. And then you can just give it, right? Claude Sonnet 4 is the model that I'm using, and let's see what it gives us. So here you can see it's drafting artifact, right? Brand voice, personality, educational mentor, casual authority, confident, helpful, direct, conversational. Wait, what? But here's the thing, this is huge, game changing. So really, there's just like signature phrases that it'll be able to extract that I think is really good. I don't think you can really do this with ChatGPT super well. But yeah, transitions here, emphasis words, credibility builders, sentence structures. So it extracts all of this, right? So here, I just want to copy this. Like, hey, use this JSON profile to write me a script on how to make a killer YouTube video, right? And I'm kind of just prompting this. This isn't actually how you write a full script, but here you can see that it's able to, use this brand voice and be able to write the script based on that, right? And here you have the hook, right? You spend weeks planning your video, you film for hours, you edit until your eyes bleed, you hit upload, 47 views, 3 likes, and the only comment is from your mom. So like, this is like pretty on brand. And you can use this for if you're writing for your own channel. You can use this for if you're writing for another client's channel. Just train Claude on the brand voice, extract the JSON profile, and you'll be able to write scripts in their voice just like this, right? Of course, right, you want to give it the specific payoffs in order to actually write it. You don't want to one-shot it. You want it to, give you a couple hook variations. You want to give it a couple body writing variations, couple body writing variations. Now, I have another video where I use AI to write a script, so you can click it over here. I'm going to link it over here. I'll link it in the description too. But yeah, this is like the number one use case that I have it do. It's that it's used to extract the brand voice. Okay, let's talk about another use case. The other use case I use, other than just extracting the brand voice, is to edit the script. There are certain things that you'll really miss out when you're editing the script, and you want to just use AI to be able to pinpoint certain things that you're not able to see. And once again, when we're editing the script, right, there's a couple principles that I went over previously. You can pretty much take the transcript of me talking about how to edit a video, feed it to AI as kind of like the guidelines, the baseline guidelines on what to look out for when you're writing, when you're editing a video. That's also one of the things that you can do, right? You can take slides, you can take PDFs, you can take certain guides as training information for it, and then it'll be able to edit a script for it. So let's just do it right now. So let's go over here. We have the editing slides, and here we can I'm just going to download it as a PDF. And then here I'm going to upload the PDF onto Claude once I have it downloaded. So here I'm just going to upload the editing slides. And here, right, we have this script, how to escape the rat race without quitting your 9 to 5, that we previously wrote. So let's see how it gives me comments and how it edits the first part. So I'm just going to copy this whole thing. And then you want to also tell it what you fed it. So you are a YouTube scriptwriter with millions of views under your belt, and you're a proficient copywriter. So here I'm giving it a role. I gave you a PDF on how to edit a script. I want your help to critique my script and edit it for me. I gave you a script that I've written on how to escape the rat race without quitting your 9 to 5. The first point that I wrote is the one I want you to critique, not the hook. Can you give me certain weaknesses and modifications that you'd make to the first point? And you can see here the way that I prompted, I try to be as specific as possible as to what certain requirements that I wanted to have, right? So you can see over here, look at your first point about reframing your 9 to 5. You can see the comments solid with several areas it would tighten. So weak transition, right? Contradicting message, right? Overused example, repetitive content, unclear structure, weak call to action. So there we go. So it gives a suggested rewrite. Here, your current script. The truth is most people have their 9 to 5 completely backwards. They see it as a prison when it should be their launching pad. Here's what I mean. Right now, you're probably going to work, doing your task, collecting a paycheck, and going home. You're trading time for money with no long-term plan. But what if I told you your job could be your secret weapon for escaping the rat race? There are only 2 things that matter: building your bank account and building your skill set. Everything else is noise. If your job teaches you valuable skills like digital marketing, sales, project management, milk it for everything it's worth. Stay late, ask questions, volunteer for projects. You're getting paid to learn skills that could make you millions. If your job doesn't teach you anything valuable, then it becomes your cash flow machine. Or you build skills outside of work, use every lunch break, every commute, every evening to develop high income abilities. The only difference between someone stuck in the rat race and someone who escapes it, skills. That's it. Your 9 to 5 isn't your enemy, it's your stepping stone. The question is, are you using it to climb up or standing still? So you can see here, even it's able to identify mistakes that I'm not able to identify, right? But the base copy is something that I have to write. And that way it'll give it a baseline for it to refine. And obviously I'm kind of just use like single training data on how to edit and what to edit for. But it's pretty good. It's really substantially better. You can see the way that it edits, it just cuts a lot of words. And yeah, this is arguably a lot better. Is this, say, a perfect edit? No, not by any means. Is it a good stepping stone? I would say it's a pretty good stepping stone. I must emphasize, I think the base of your copy needs to be written by you, or at the very least, very heavily edited by you. You don't just want to like give it to an AI to write. That's really like fully outsourcing your brain. You still need to think. As much as people don't like doing it, you still do need to do a little bit of thinking. AI is really there to supplement it. And really the thinking here that I did is like, hey, right, I'm going to feed it this, I'm going to feed it, I'm going to feed it this, and here I'm going to prompt it. And that's pretty much the steps that I used in order to use AI to edit a script. And yeah, if you want this editing slides PDF, I'm going to add it in the workbook too, so that you can download it and you can, test out this exact workflow. There's going to be SOP on how to actually execute this inside the workbook, so you can get